Hey there, low brass world. My long tones 2 exercise or drill, whatever you want to call it, has a few different variations. Basically, here's what it is. It's 7 beats held on one pitch. So you say you're in 4/4 timing and you got a whole note, a dotted half note, and breathe on beat 8 to come back in and do that same 2-measure rhythm over and over and over. And again, I like to start on a middle pitch, middle of the ground, so I recommend to all my students start on that concert F, right? And if I'm doing this drill, starting off for beginners, I'll start it at quarter note equals 60, but again, the goal is to slow this down so that I've got longer and longer that I have to expel that air, right? So I'm trying to use my breath out over a longer period of time. So 7 beats, and just hold that concert F. You're listening to a couple of things as your long tone drill. I like to listen to the attack I'm using, making sure it's nice and clean. I hit it in the center. If I don't hit it in the center, I don't accept that. I stop and I restart that note, right? I do it again until it sounds like I want it, until I got it the way I want it. Hold that pitch for 7 beats, listening to a nice clear tone. Breathe on beat 8, come back in. I go back, I go down. I start on concert F and go down through the chromatic fingerings, right? And I do this one a little bit differently. I like to take it an octave at a time. I like to go, and you'll see different versions of it. I've got a PDF version that I'll put up on tubabasics.com. I believe it goes down to the low B flat, then starts at F, goes up to B flat. But the way I prefer to do it, and the way I tell my more advanced students that already have that range built up, is I recommend they go an octave at a time. So concert F, then 7 beats on E natural, 7 beats on E flat, all the way down to the low F. Then I start on that concert F, and I'll do the second series of this, happens going up by half steps until I hit the F that's an octave above that. Then I start a third series that starts on that low F and goes down an octave. And again, holding those for 7 beats. That's a challenge right there when you get slower in that pedal register. And then starting on that mid to high F there and going up another octave, if you got it, again holding those for 7 beats, listening to the clarity of the attack and the tone and all. That's long tones 2, the easy way for me. And then I've got different variations that I like to use for that drill. So variation, like if you want to call it long tones 2A or whatever, will have dynamics in it. So I might start it at piano or mezzo piano. Let's see, I think this is the best way for you guys if you're viewing it this way. And then over the course of 4 beats, I'll get from as soft as I can, I'll crescendo to as loud as I can. I'll make the sound huge by beat 4, and then by beat 7, I'm back down. I decrescendoed back down, and I'll do that. So I don't do all these, run through all those every single day as far as version long tones 2, and then do another one of long tones 2A on the same day. But the next day I might use the one with dynamics, and my dynamics might be start soft, get big by beat 4, as loud as I can with a good controlled sound, and back down as soft as I can with a good controlled sound by beat 7. Running through that same drill, just 7 beats at a time on a note. You could reverse that. You want to work on making sure you've got a good start at a loud dynamic to your tones. Make that part of your warm-up. Now again, when you start adding dynamics and you're blowing more wind through the horn, it gets harder to do at slower speeds. So maybe that affects your tempo. Maybe if you're adding dynamics in, you're at quarter note equals 72 then, right? To make it through all 7 beats of this. You could start loud as you can with a controlled sound, good attack. By beat 4, you're down as soft as you can. By beat 7, you're back up to loud. We all have music where that happens in there, and part of your daily practice, part of your warm-up routine should be practicing some of those basic techniques and things you're going to find in your musical performance, and you're practicing for performance, whether it's a band concert you're performing or getting ready for, a solo recital, whatever it is. You could do that. That would be maybe version 2B. You could just say I'm going to start soft, and I'm going to use all 7 beats to get as loud as I can. That way I want to see how I can control and make it a nice controlled crescendo, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it starts getting real loud. Or you could do the opposite of that. So version 2D would be, start loud and get soft. For me personally, I kind of mix it up. The one I like the best when I'm doing it is to long tones 2A. I start with it soft. By beat 4, I'm as loud as I can. By beat 7, I'm back down soft. That happens well for me for the first octave going down from middle F down, and from there on up. I keep going for a while on up. But when I hit that low F and I'm going down to the pedals, I start loud and get soft. And if I can't make it 7 beats, then I say, okay, I'm going to start here. I'm going to be off on beat 5. I'm going to breathe in on beat 6, and I'm going to come in again. I just kind of redo my time signature in my head, with the goal that eventually I want to be able to make it 7 beats on one breath. So that's my version of long tones 2, with about 4 or 5 different variations, and I hope that helps you find some mixture, some excitement, or just difference in your daily practice.